Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel Made with Love. My name is Heather and tonight I'm making my supper. I'm making chicken and I'm going to make rice. So for rice I'm actually going to use my little Black & Decker rice cooker. I haven't used this for a while. I couldn't find my instruction booklet, so I had to go online and download the instructions onto my phone. So mine is a 3-cup, so it's like I think it's like the smallest one you can purchase. I'm just wiping it out just because it is clean, but so mine is a 3-cup. It's got the measurements in the inside. Mine has the little steaming basket I won't be using, so I have to take the steaming basket out. It has the lid with the little steam valve, and it has its own special little cup. Now this is a rice cup, and it is like a standard cup is 250 mils. This one here is 260 mils. So instead of being a full 1 cup, it's actually 3/4 of a cup. So it's 1 cup of water and 3/4 a cup of rice. You have to look into it and see, because I know every rice cooker has different instructions. I'm making white rice. I think I'm going to do jasmine tonight. Cooking brown, wild, black rice, or other varieties of rice and lentil mixes have a different instruction. So if I had my booklet, I could make some of my other fancier rice tonight, but I couldn't find the booklet. So it came with a cookbook, and I can't find it because it had a whole bunch of things to make. So tonight I'm just going to make my jasmine rice, and I'm also going to make my chicken. So got my big pack of, this is the thighs, yeah, chicken leg quarters. 6 pieces, it was the cheapest I could find tonight. 6 pieces for just under $13. Price of chicken was very expensive tonight at Superstore. And also to keep my cost down, I got another one of these family size salads. It was $8, 30% off, so I saved about $2.50, somewhere around there. I always try to find the reduced pricing, knowing I'm going to eat it within the next day or two. If I don't think I'm going to eat it within the next 2 days, I won't even buy the reduced produce, but it really saves in a couple dollars here and there. Really does help you, and then you can splurge. So I bought my daughter with me, and so we went past walking through Superstore, and they've got all their little bags of candy treats. So we actually bought the dark chocolate coffee beans, and I grabbed it only because it has a 30% off sticker, so saved a couple dollars on a little treat for me and my daughter. So now I'm just going to start the rice, and I just gotta clean this out. It's got some little sticky stuff. I didn't realize, I thought I washed it earlier, but it just has that sticky, oily feel to the glass lid. And I gotta get my rice out. So I will be back in just a moment when I show you how to measure out the water and the rice. Alright, so I'm just by my sink. I'm gonna just show you how to use this. So like I was gonna make my jasmine rice. I don't have any, so I'm gonna make the wild and brown rice. So the measurements for this is just a little bit different. So first thing you do is you get your water to the right line. I have to get it to the 1.5, which is kind of tricky because there's no half mark on the inside of this. So I gotta kind of get it to about 1.5. About there. And then it is 1 scoop of the rice. Oh, I don't like this jar that my rice is in. It always springs on my hand. So I just need 1 full cup of this. I don't know if I can. Oh, this is the paddle that came with the rice cooker. So it's not going to work. Just got to grab a different spoon. Or I can spoon this in. I thought I had a pack of jasmine rice left. I know I did a couple weeks ago, so even though I just cleaned up my pantry, I guess I I have used up my jasmine rice. I didn't realize that, so you gotta fill it just to this line. So there's a line on here, so it's just to that line. So it's 1.5 water and 1 cup of the brown rice. And then just stir this in like this. Oh, I don't like this. This is one of these old jars. I need some new jars that I'll just close that later. Okay, so I'm just gonna set it there. I'm just gonna come back to where I have my rice cooker. So just give me 1 second. So now, if you're gonna add any butter, oil, or seasoning, this will be the time to do it. So first thing, I'm just gonna set this back inside here. I'm gonna pour just a little bit of oil just because I like my rice to get that nice little flavor. Little drizzle. I'm just gonna give it a quick little stir. Like I said, the way this is non-cook surface inside, only use the utensils that come with it. Now I'm gonna put rice over there. Put the lid on and then plug it in. You never, because once you plug it in, it automatically turns on to warming. So never plug it in until you're ready to start cooking. So now it's on the warm. Just pull this down and now it's on cook. And depending on the type of rice and the amount of rice you want to cook, it's going to take 18 to 42 minutes, I believe, is the longest it would take to make a pot of rice. So now while I've got the rice cooking, well, in a second I'm going to move it to a different spot because it's too close to the edge of my counter. But while this is cooking, I'm going to start on my chicken. So I've got my nice chicken here. I've got my oven preheated. I'm doing a convection roast at 375. So I just got to go and grab my pan. I'll just 1 second. Okay, so now I'm going to make my chicken legs. So I've got my roasting pan, so it's got the drip tray like this. I'm just going to put each piece of chicken on here nicely. Oh, actually, I think there were 6 pieces. There is 7 pieces of chicken. That made it even a better deal. Seven pieces of chicken on my pan here. And I have a couple jars of this. This is the Tandoori Indian cuisine cooking sauce. So I'm just going to open this up. My hands are now a little greasy from the chicken, so I'm just going to use the spoon, pop the seal there. And now I'm just going to spread, I'll just pour this on the tops of the chicken here. And I've got this little basting brush. I'm just going to put the tandoori spice all over the chicken. Great thing about buying, using mixes like this is you don't have to make up your sauce. I mean, you can always put barbecue sauce on here. I have a bunch of these jars I got to get used up. So I'm just trying to use up what I have so I can clear up space in my pantry and get better new groceries that we need. I'm trying to use up the old stuff. Just a little more on a couple of these. Just a little too much on that one. That's okay. And as these bake, I will add more of this as needed, if needed. If not, this is going to go on top of or in with the rice as well. Now I'm just going to put the chicken in the oven. I'm not quite sure how long the chicken's going to take to cook. It varies your oven, the temperature you started at. I'm still waiting for mine to preheat. It hasn't preheated yet. It should now, but still hasn't. So I'm just gonna, even though my oven's not quite preheated, I'm just gonna slip the chicken in now. It smells so good already. There, well coated. This will also, when you put, I find when I put some of this stuff on, you get a nice crispy chicken. So I'll just set that aside. I'm gonna put this in. So I'll be back probably in about half an hour. My chicken should be almost ready, and the rice should be ready, and then supper will be ready. So I will be back when everything has finished cooking. All right, so I'm back. So my rice cooker, the light just went off a few minutes ago, so I had to let it sit for about 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna take the lid off now and just give it a stir. You see the rice is all nice and cooked. Now this is a very small rice cooker. I bought a small one to see if I like cooking it in the rice cooker. I like it. So now I'd like to get a bigger rice cooker because this is about the amount of rice for 2 people, maybe 3. So that's not a lot of rice. I mean, this would be what I'd make for me, just for me and my husband. That would be a good amount, but I've got teenagers at home, so this is not enough rice. But not everybody likes the brown and wild rice. So on the stove behind me, I have cooking is just a regular white rice. So I've got 2 cups of white rice and 4 cups of water. So I've already let it go to a boil. I've put the lid on and I've got it simmering. And that should be ready in 9 minutes because I got my timer set for that. So 9 minutes and the regular rice will be cooked. And here is my chicken. It also just came out of the oven. So $13 for 7 pretty good sized pieces of chicken. And then I have, just gonna move the chicken out of the way. And then I've got my salad. So it was just this pre-made salad. So I'm just going to give it a shake a couple of times just to mix the salad all up. Oh, of course it wants to open on me, so I guess I'm just going to dump it in here. Spilled some. It's okay, my counter was just washed. I'm just going to give it a stir. Okay, so this has got see spinach, and I think that's endive lettuce, and carrots, cucumber, tomatoes, peppers, and purple onion. So it's a nice salad. So that will be our supper tonight. So for supper tonight, I've made 2 types of rice. I made my wild and brown rice mix in my rice cooker, and I'm just making the regular white rice on the stove. I've made the tandoori chicken in the oven, and I've got the salad made. So we've got a really good supper tonight. So again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watching and enjoying my videos and subscribing to my channel, and I will see you all in my next videos. Bye.